Alright, hopefully things are quieter this time because I really like my sound mixing to be cool and not blow your ears out. Hello there everybody and welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Pikmin Semi-Blind. Last time we got things started on the impact sites. We met our Pikmin, which we shall name Paul, and we opened up the way to the Forest of Hope. So let's do it. This is the area that I remember the most out of every single thing ever because I would just play here and that's about it. And it's mainly because of the music at this place. I love the music of the Forest of Hope so much, dude. It's really good because it is featured in Super Smash Bros. But either way, my dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy. So I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. Yes, so this game is all about managing your Pikmin. So you can take some out or you can take all of them out. It's as simple as that. Simple stuff that you need to remember. We're not going to take care of anything with those yellow pellets just yet. So I'm going to have the reds take on, I'm going to have the Pauls take on this wall. While I go ahead and explain something real quick. So, if you happen to leave some of your Pikmin behind, then it's okay if you leave them behind here because this is your safe area right here where you land the ship, where you get your ship parts. This is where your Pikmin will be safe. Because, as I have explained, probably, maybe, Pikmin that you left behind will be counted. And by left behind, I mean if we go outside these safe areas and you leave your Pikmin behind, then they will not survive the night. So, just be careful. Just be careful when you're managing your guys. Either way, they should have this wall down right about now. And there we go. You'll get that sound when you know you've done something good. Ooh, okay. So here's our first official enemy. This is a Bulborb. So when fighting enemies with Pikmin, it's common that you'll want to bring on as much of them as you possibly can. And here's a neat little strategy for you. Bum rush to Bulborbs. And I know this is a little bit dark for this kind of game, but you can actually harvest the corpses of your defeated enemies as your power source. It's really dark, but I kind of love it. I kind of really like it. There are a couple of little Bulborbs right there, along with a huge one right there. So, let's bum rush here. You know the action's heating up when the music actually starts heating up. And we already lost one. So, yeah, your Pikmin can actually get eaten up pretty badly. And I'm probably aiming like at the very... I was definitely aiming at the wrong thing. And no, don't do that. Don't do that. I was definitely aiming at the wrong time. Or aiming at the wrong thing. So, they didn't really, do anything to that Bulborb, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, we lost some Pikmin along the way. Dude! That's a blue pellet. What are you doing? Okay. You know what? It might as well just harvest it anyway. We're probably not going to encounter that type for, like, a while. So, yeah, That's one thing I definitely remember from watching a certain somebody's playthrough. You know who he is. And the AI of Pikmin 1 is apparently notoriously very bad. Like, the Pikmin don't really know what they're doing some of the times. Which is, like, very, very unfortunate. Because they can do their tasks just fine. They can knock down bridges, they can knock down walls when they're supposed to. They can do all their stuff when they're supposed to do all their stuff. But when it comes to just picking up things or anything like that, I don't know. Maybe they just react. It feels like they react on their own. So, yeah, just be aware of that. Just be aware. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo! It has an unlimited power supply! I don't want to worry about saving electricity anymore! This should make my fight for survival much easier. Yes, it should. Oh, jeez, you need 40. Okay. Okay. So probably one of the reasons why I didn't really beat this game all this time is because, well, if you couldn't tell, Pikmin has a 30-day time limit. Now, I'm not talking about real-time days. I'm talking about in-game days. Yes, I'm talking about in-game days. Pikmin 1 has 30 in-game days. And that's the limit on how to get home. If you don't find well, your ship, if you don't complete your ship in 30 days, that's it. Your basic playthrough is dead. So that's rather unfortunate. So we shall just tackle each day as they come. So whatever we decide to do, we decide to do. But for now, I'm just going to have, like, every single Pikmin, just every single paw that I have, just completely, you know, annihilate this wall. And once they're done with that, I'm going to bring some back to the safe zone, and then I'm going to see what's up ahead. Because I know what's coming up. I know this is a thing coming up. Oh, God. Oh, sheesh. Because I have, like, a lot of Pikmin with me. While it's definitely good to have a lot of Pikmin by your side, don't have too much Pikmin by your side. Because then things might get a little bit complicated for you. It can just get a little bit complicated for you to follow along. Especially considering the fact that, well, you clearly saw there are going to be multiple types of Pikmin that you're going to be encountering, so yeah. What are you doing, Paul? Paul 18. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So it is best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor is the sun meter and day display. At the bottom of my suit damage meter are my suit damage meter and Pikmin gauges. From the left, the numbers reflect Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin. To adjust my monitor, you can press Z to rotate the camera and then do that, and blah, 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 blah. I can also press up to view detailed computer analysis, which is basically the pause menu. Alright, so let's approach this. Yeah, and speaking of types of Pikmins. Speaking of types. Thank you. There we go. We sensor bar. I know you could do it. And hello, Chad. The color's different. It appears to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance says just this one has what? In some circles, what can be considered to be large ears. It looks like they might weigh less than the others. In what other ways might they be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold a Pikmin for a moment and press A to swap it for another type. Okay. So while holding a Pikmin, you can press and hold A to hold a Pikmin, but then you can press B to switch to another color of Pikmin. So that can actually be pretty useful. It can be pretty darn useful. Okay, so let's get this one. Then we pluck these. And we throw that, obviously. Obviously, we have to throw that. Because it's just illegal otherwise to not throw things. Then we have this guy do that. Okay. So, I don't want to lose, like, any of these Pikmin, so here's the thing that you can do in order to manage things a little bit easier for you. Press C to disband, and you can clearly see that your Pikmin are divided into colors. So that can be a very good way to use Pikmin in whatever situation that you need them to. Anyway, Burmush him! Get him! Get him, boys! I mean, obviously you're gonna die. You die, but, you know, yeah, you die, but, oh god, this could be really bad. This is gonna be really bad for me. It's really bad. Really bad. Run away. Ooh. I mean, it's a good one. It's a good thing that one's dead, dude. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, it's a good thing I can just kill that one. Very good that I can just kill that one. Oh god, he's coming. He's coming. Lordy, he coming. Oh, I might have to fight that guy head on, dude. Actually, no, he's asleep. He's asleep. He's asleep. Okay. Go, my boys. Go, my Pauls and Chads. Be free. Be free to destroy him. Yes, sir. All right. Okay, so we managed to kill both of them, which is good. Which is good. Very good. I'm going to have the... That is not the one. That's the one. Now, I'm probably just going to have the rest of the Pikmin, rest of my Chads, just raise up their numbers, because whenever you find a new type of Pikmin, it's always very helpful for you to raise up your numbers with the new type that you just got. That way, you can make absolutely sure that your numbers can be, you know, equally divided. That's what we call equal management, guys. Because Pikmin is all about trying to manage all of your guys as much as you possibly can. Which is why I'm hoping that I have enough yellows to do this, because that could be huge. That could be really huge. If I can ever throw one. There we go. All right. So another thing about Pikmin that's actually another thing about like carrying Pikmin carrying stuff to the onion. Whatever Pikmin has the vast majority can use their onion to harvest the thing. Basically, if a number above the thing that the Pikmin are carrying is yellow or red, in this case, the number that's red will be an indicator that it's going to the red onion so that you can produce more red Pikmin, essentially. And same goes for the yellows. Same does go for the yellows. What are you doing? Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to deal with like a lot of AI, am I? I am. Should I actually... Yeah, I should. I'm probably not going to get any ship parts because we just met these guys. We just met these guys today. So, what are you guys doing? Christ almighty. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna have to deal with this, am I? I'm gonna have to deal with that. Since it's almost the end of the day, I'm going to get this ship part at least in there because I want at least a little bit of progress before we end things today. And that's your indicator that the sun is going down. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers to the group, they may not be able to come back. I'm sure I'm able to get the Pikmin still planet safe, but I'm somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin for themselves to fend for themselves in the darkness. That is right. And the music will actually change, which is very nice. Again, it has to be said, I love the music of Forest of Hope, and this little version is also really cute. Like, when you really think about the implications of Pikmin, it suddenly decides to be not cute, but instead, for the moment, this game is cute. It's really cute. Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna gather up these Pikmin. They'll be safe. They will be safe. If I happen to leave a large number behind, so be it. So be it. Okay, good. Okay, good. They're in the safe zone. They're in the safe zone. Good. Echona Field Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I've now recovered 2 of the 30 parts. If I can just find 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Yay. Am I leaving any behind? No. The map isn't even available yet. Jeez. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call them. We should be fine. It should be fine there. Okay. If I left 3 behind, then, you know, so be it. Whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna take each day as it goes along. I did see my numbers go up, so I should be okay. If I just lost that amount of Pikmin, I swear to God. Well, one Paul got left behind, unfortunately. Oh, God. F in the chat for that, dude. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I'd only have to press plus to locate my parts. Yet, there seems to be many more hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my space chute takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter at the bottom left corner of the screen. Yeah, so... yeah, unfortunately, we had about 11 deaths so far. Yeah, that's 11 deaths so far. Which, that's going to be a great sign for things to come. That's going to be a great sign. Alright, so... we made a little bit of progress on our second day, so nothing really too bad. We managed to get yellow Pikmin, and we got another part of the ship, so I would say that's good. That's good. We're going to see what the yellow Pikmin can do next time on Pikmin Semi-Blind, so see you guys on next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!